Cleethorpes-based social enterprise Capacity Building is working with local communities in North East Lincolnshire to encourage a healthy lifestyle, reduce food bills and bring communities together by encouraging people to grow and cook their own fresh produce.
Rather than simply distributing food to help people through the pandemic, we decided it'd be a good idea to encourage people to have a go either at home or on an allotment or in a community garden. We entered into an arrangement with tailors and started distributing fresh fruit and produce in a box so people could have a go at cooking and a bit of experimenting for themselves.
I used all the produce, literally all of it. Anything that was left went into a homemade soup.
I wanted to use everything. Absolutely everything. What I didn't eat, I wanted to freeze.
We've been overwhelmed with the number of photographs, and several of them started taking video clips themselves and then sharing them with us, and all age groups as well. Again, that was quite a surprise to us. So we got a great range of different people doing different kinds of cooking and new creative recipes coming out as well.
Stews, shepherd's pies,
A salad with all the salad produce.
apple pies. How easy it is, you won't believe how easy it is to make a fresh apple pie.
Fresh produce, straight from a farm, definitely tastes better.
Exploring and cooking with fresh ingredients encourage people to consider growing their own. The supplies of ready-grown ingredients are replaced with boxes of fruit trees, bulbs, seeds and compost.
You can grow them in a little box, you could have a window box, you could have pots out in the garden, anything just to get started. So we've worked in partnership with Car Lane Nurseries and they were known to us through the Allotment Association down at Little Coast.
We've got 140 plots with about 86 members. Some people just like to come and keep themselves to themselves on their own plot and garden away. Some people like to be part of a bigger community.
I have a small garden at home, but here I can grow a lot more, space to grow a lot more things to enjoy, to eat.
I've been down here this is my third year now. It does your mental well-being really good. You are out in the fresh air. There's people to walk about and talk to. I find it really very therapeutic coming down here.
Local allotment societies act as distribution hubs and provide space for people who are unable to grow produce at home.
So getting these green boxes, especially with the newcomers, is give them a sort of an incentive to sort of get stuck in, if you know what I mean, and give them an idea and to bring them to the central hub rather than staying on their own allotments.
I heard about the Green Box project. I thought that gives me a good start because you've got a bunch of seeds to start with, some fruit trees as well.
It's really good, and lots of people have passed comments how nice it is to receive something.
Projects like this are very, very important because there is a lot of people out there who don't have much of a garden, who don't know how to grow. So whether it's through the allotment, whether it's through Grimsby and Bloom or whether it's through any other organisation, if we can get them people just growing a little bit of their own, they will benefit because the first thing they will do is taste the taste of the stuff, how much better.
Allotment holder Elaine Atkinson explains how Grimsby and Bloom are benefiting from the Green Grow Box project.
We decided last year that we were going to grow a lot of our own stock for when we do plant out around town, but we're also looking at getting other people who are within the vicinity of Grimsby and Bloom to give them veg seeds and grow on veg for them. Some people don't have a greenhouse, so we thought if we could grow them on for them, and then hopefully they'll be able to look after them and benefit from the fruit and the veg that grows from them. Grimsby and Bloom will be planting round their own headquarters, which is based in the Duke of York Gardens. So we've got an area within there, but we'll also go a little bit further afield into the park itself. We normally enter East Midlands in Bloom competition, so that is one of the challenges that we've faced because the RHS cancelled all in Bloom competition. So it's been a challenge to keep motivation, keep people involved. So, 2021, it's going to be a really big push to get people back involved and working together.
We've tried to hone in on people that are already enthusiastic about this agenda. I mean, it's easy when you're pushing at an open door. I mean, for example, Steve Besant has been involved in the Grant Thorell Park programme with lots of volunteers and other community members for several years.
The Grantfold Park was created in 1904. It was a gift from the Grantfold family, it was. We've tried to make this into a wild and wacky park we have. We've got the sculpture over there of Buffalo Bill, we've got the wigwam, we've got the totem pole, and we've got the cowboy's gun and the buffalo over there, which is absolutely brilliant, it is. And the youngsters love coming in here.
Residents of the East Marsh community collect their green grow boxes from Grantfold Park to grow at home or share space in the park itself.
This is a very deprived neighbourhood, it is, very, very deprived. I try and support those residents as much as possible. If I see an opportunity, we will work for it, myself and the other councillors in this ward we will do. We'll work to provide for those residents and we'll be growing some of the produce for them.
Green grow boxes will also go to the Oasis Park nearby.
Ernie's been down there for a number of years helping the community, volunteering opportunities to grow produce.
It's about 1.5 acres right in the centre of the East Marsh of Great Grimsby, and here we take in volunteers during normal times, from sowing seeds to potting on plants. It's the whole thing right from start to finish. This year we sold around about 30,000 plants. They're all grown from seed or from cutting, all of them done by all the volunteers that come here to the garden. We've got 67 houses that surround us. We become a community. We look after each other. I pass fruit and veg over to them. Sometimes they'll pass a cup of tea over to me. It's a community, that's what we are. We're part of the community. We can give these boxes out to people that we think can grow them at home, to encourage them to get started into vegetable growing.
Hopefully some of it will be going in alleyways, but even if it's going in residents' rear garden as such, it's great, it is.
I mean, the important thing is spreading the news, getting people enthusiastic involved, and here at 82 Grimsby Road, where we're just about to put up our big red shed, there'll be an opportunity to make planters for people to actually grow the produce in.
And if we can do things in our communities that relieve the amount of costs to people's food bills and those sorts of things, then that's all going to help people sort of be more resilient.
We need to get out, especially under these unprecedented times, when we need to get out and about. We need to put our coats on, our hats on, our gloves and go for a walk.
Not only does it give us all lovely fresh fruit and vegetables, it's actually incredibly good to keep your mind working.
I think if you can get people involved, it stops them from being lonely. And at least if you've got to just go out, at least just to check for snails, slugs, weeds or whatever, it gets you out of bed.
But it's not even just about the gardening, it's about getting out there and meeting other people like-minded, and it's going to build the community, isn't it?
Capturing that enthusiasm that's in there in the community already, and then helping them along their journey, enabling the residents to build their own capacity and capability and confidence that they can look after themselves.
It's not too expensive to eat healthily if you put your mind to it. You just have to think out the box, or in the box in this case.
Everyone involved in the project is looking forward to the spring and summer, when the fruits of their labour can be admired and enjoyed.